Okay guys, you'll never believe what I found. I was actually supposed to come back and start the video on the Halloween the Halloween keychains and phone charms, but as I was looking in the bag, I found this Halloween skull keychain bag, which are similar to some of the ones that I showed you with the skulls and the bones. But here's some more I just want to show you. So if you see it appear on the keychains or on the charms, you'll know why. These are some like really small ones. So I may just do these as a little dangle. See there, I'll put them in my hand so you can get a better idea and get some white space. But I set up this white space so I can show you the stickers. So let me see if I can make some white space over here and just drop the camera maybe just a little so you can see the smaller okay, maybe right there. Okay, too close will make it too blurry, so I'm trying to get this just right so you guys can kind of see the detail on it. But anyway, I was looking for something else as usual, and then I saw another container with the Halloween skulls, and I think these are charms. I think I got these probably over maybe about 10 years ago. These are just, and I don't know where I got them from. Oops. As you can see, some of them are a little tarnished, but as I was going through and organizing everything out of the storage, I started going through every box. So if I found something like this, I would just group it all together. So this is just like all the different Halloween skulls. So you may see some of these as dangles on the charms. So this is where it's coming from. And then I also see here, put this back in the bag like I said, otherwise everything will be really crazy. I found some more charms. These are like more pumpkins and witches and skeleton hands and different things like that. A few skeletons with witch hats, so you can kind of see. So yeah, I will be using these. Yeah, I don't know how many videos. I don't want to make one video way too long, but I don't know how many videos I'll be doing. Maybe you can see better down here. Of the Halloween charms, but Halloween is kind of a big purchasing day where people kind of go all out. But I sell Halloween items all year long. So I'm going to make these charm videos because it was requested. So I'll just make probably, not until I run out of beads, but I'll be making a lot of them. And then selling them in bulk because people buy it for Christmas gifts as well. These are some more the Day of the Dead faces, some more skulls, kind of different colors there on the back of the interchangeable pendants that I showed you earlier, and a skull hand. Some more that's some bats. These are bats. I don't know if I oh, these look like masks. I thought these were bats, but see, they kind of look like a Halloween mask. So maybe that's what they are. Maybe I separated. Oh, here's a bat on the back. I can see this is definitely a bat. Maybe I separated them that way. But anyway, just wanted to come back and let you know, jeez, that I found more beads. I tell you guys, they just keep multiplying and appearing, which is a good thing. The bad thing is that It's going to take some time to get through all of them, but that's what we're here for. So where there's a will, there's a way. So okay, so this is what I found, and I need to get one plastic bag and put these in. And I'm going to scoot the camera over just a little, because the reason why, oops, even before I do that, give me 1 second. And first of all, let me put these all in one bag and move these out the way. And I'll show you what else I found on my journey to looking for something else. And then we'll get into what this video is actually supposed to be about. Okay, the other thing that I found, and I mentioned earlier, first of all, you guys know I'm a cowrie shell lover. These are some tie-dye cowrie shells that I'm actually going to make pendants out of. So you will see some of the jewelry or some of the keychains made out of the pendants, the cowrie shell pendants. And let's see, there's two things I want to discuss here. The first one was that I mentioned earlier that shells can be really, they can be really fragile. So what I'll do is I'll put resin a lot of times around the entire shell, but these I actually encased in a mold. So this is a resin shell to protect it. So if this gets hit, it won't crack the shell. The second thing is that I was experimenting. Like I said before, I poured way too much resin, and I had to use it before it got hard. So what I did was I just, some of the resin that was clear, I just put in sparkles. As you can see, those sparkles. Okay. And I have some sparkles here as well. These you can barely see because they're really finite sparkles. But my intention on this not only was to protect the cowrie shell, but it was also to make resin pieces like this that's pretty much clear but may have like a shimmer or shine, and then put designs on it. Since I have the Halloween design here, I just wanted to show you. Unfortunately, I think all of these have a cowrie shell except for something like this one, but I really needed something bigger like this one, so I could just put one of these, like I would put this Halloween design on a resin piece like this, and then brush over the piece with more resin, and then it would just embed the sticker into the resin. And so that's what my whole video, not my whole video, but this section of the video is pretty much about, until I found the cowrie shells where I could give you another example. But if you can see, these are actually resin pieces. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking the resin piece and putting it against my stickers to see what size resin sticker I would use on this resin piece, and also to match the colors. So I have more pieces here, as you can see, with the green, and this is actually resin with the nail foil on it. And these pieces didn't come out as well as I wanted them to. I wanted them to come out with a little bit more clarity. They seem to kind of be fuzzy, or some of the nail, the foil, like this, because this is the foil. I just left this on so I could show you. You'd actually put like a kind of glue. It's a particular foil glue that they have, and then you press this down and you leave it on the item, and then when you peel it off, it's supposed to be like this. But as you can see, I had a lot of holes, and I watched a lot of videos, and they said sometimes they come out right, sometimes they don't. It could be to a lot of different factors. The foil itself, the glue itself, the temperature of the room. See, like when I'm peeling this off, this is barely coming off well. It's leaving a lot of different holes. There's just so many factors that you can't control. You just have to be happy with the ones that you got that were good, And then the ones that weren't good, like I said, for me, I don't throw anything away. I just put it in a bag, a revision bag. So for all these pieces that you see here that did not take well with the nail foils and different things that I was actually trying to use, then what I do is just take stickers, like these stickers, and then I will actually put the sticker on top of the resin, and then I will take one of the resin, I will take a resin and put it on a paintbrush, and then I will paint across, and I'll show you in the sheet here, I'll paint across the sticker on top of the resin, and then that way I don't have to worry about the sticker coming off, and it's actually embedded into the resin. So for like this one, what I would do is just like I would take this piece of resin, I would take this sticker, let's see if I can get it off here, and these aren't really sticky stickers, I can tell by just putting my hand on the bottom of it, and I would place this sticker on here, and I would get it, I want to make sure it doesn't go over the edge. It can go over the edge, but it's easier to put your resin on top if it doesn't. Now what I'm looking for out the corner of my eye is another sticker on here that would actually go into this space. I'm looking at the bat, but I'm not sure if the bat is really going to work. But let's try it. Yeah, these stickers are not real sticky, and they're kind of thick. So I'm looking at this. I'm going to try and place it. To me, it looks a little too busy. I'd rather the bat get a little bit more space around it. So I'm just sticking that bat back, and then I'm going to see if just maybe over here if the candy, the Halloween candy, will work. And let's see if it, because I don't mind having two pieces here, but I want to make sure that, okay, that's a little bit better, the candy, and then the Halloween, the pumpkin. So that, to me, that's a little bit better. I don't know, it's okay, but let me try the little small, you see the bat right here? Let me see if this bat will work. I'm just trying to get the best, and I'll just, you have to play around with certain things because you just never know. I'm putting the bat on this side, and I'm thinking okay, I like the bat a little bit better, the smaller bat. Move my hand out the way so you can see. I like it a little bit better, but I don't know if I want to take the pumpkin and like put it that way so everything isn't so yeah. So I'm a lot more pleased with this look than I was with the other look. So like I said, once now all of the imperfections in the resin doesn't really matter, because I'm actually going to shellac over this. And then this is going to be one of the large charms on the keychain, or either on the backpack tassel, or either your iPhone charms. I think this is a little big for our iPhone charms. I would have it just a little bit skinnier, so it's easier to put the iPhone in your pocket. But this will be fine for the backpack. Okay, and then also too, sometimes you just want to put a center in. So like if I take this off, and it's not hard to get these off. Like I said, these aren't real sticky, but what I do try and do is to put it on plastic. So I'll just put it on plastic here, and I'm looking at the hat right here to have a sticker by itself, so I could put the hat. And the hat kind of works really well with the bat as well. But I could put the hat by itself, or leave the hat and the bat, and that gives Hello everyone and welcome back. I just wanted to spend a little bit more time on, we're in the series rather of the Halloween keychains and the iPhone charms and backpack charms. And I discussed earlier, if you go back and take a look at that video, it's a do-it-yourself video on how to turn Dollar Tree party favors and old vintage jewelry into nice Halloween gifts. Also, you can do your holiday gifts at that time, but a lot of times at the parties, some people don't want to watch the scary movies or they get bored, and you could just bring out your old jewelry to the kitchen table. Use the party favors that you already purchased from the Dollar Tree, and you can actually create some really nice charms, backpack charms, and also cell phone charms, and also purse charms. But we're in the Halloween theme now. Halloween is coming quickly within the next 15 days. So we're actually doing a special with just the Halloween right now, and I wanted to spend some time and just show you. I had spoken earlier about the resin beads that didn't come out that well for me. I put the foil on it, and some of the foil left like little holes, or it just really wasn't complete, or it wouldn't peel off correctly. But instead of throwing that resin away, because as you can see, you get a nice back on the resin. And let me get the camera in just a little bit closer. Let's see, we're off just a little. I'm going to see if I can move my table around and the camera. So what I want to spend time on today, and not too much time, but I did want to clarify so people could understand exactly what I was talking about when I was saying that you can use all your supplies from the Dollar Tree. First of all, this supply definitely came from the Dollar Tree, and all the ones you'll see in that Halloween video. But I wanted to show you how I actually put the stickers over the resin piece that was messed up, and it just gave it a nice gloss. What they call this, I think, is called doming, where you top off the piece with resin, and you just kind of blob it and dome it on. You can see a lot of those videos on YouTube, but it gives it a really nice finish. Your sticker is secured because it's under like a plexiglass resin that's hardened. I use the UV resin for this, and it just makes a nice pendant chain. I also did this one with some of the stickers, and I did some large ones and I did some small ones. This is actually the bat and the pumpkin with an eye, with an evil eye, a ghost with candy, and you can see I'm trying to turn it so you can actually see the finish on it, so you'll never ever have to worry about the stickers coming off. And the stickers actually give it just a really nice dimension. You know, it kind of brings a 3D dimension to it. And I did some smaller ones as well, and I'm going to use those as just a bottom hook, like from, you know, like a tassel bottom hook, but a larger piece on the top. So let me see if I can get over here, get you a better look at it. Here's a boo, and this is going to go kind of at an angle because the hole, and that's the one thing about the resin pieces, the hole is already in it after you pour your mold, so you don't have to worry about punching a hole in it. But if you don't have a hole in it, you can always use your awl to punch a hole into that. So yeah, so these were the pieces I wanted to show you, and then when I come back, I will actually show you how I match them up with other jewelry and vintage broken jewelry, chains, tassels, and just things that I found around the house. So it just goes to show you, if you use what you have, it's amazing the items that your mind will create from what you already have. So okay guys, I'll be back in just a few. Okay, we're back everyone, and I also bought in some of the charms that were made earlier in the other video, just so you could see what actually came from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to, let's see, I think I'll scoot this to the side and then put everything right here. Let me see how much space I have. Maybe I can put it in front of us. Okay, so earlier I spoke about the charms that I used, the stickers from the Dollar Tree, and this was just a resin piece that I had that came out of disaster. So what I did was I put the stickers on, and then I put the resin on top of that, which actually gave it like a dome resin look. And then this little bat, purple bat, was in the Dollar Tree Party Favors. Okay, so that's one. This one we made earlier. These were just some old charms that I had from the past that were skulls and charms here. This came off of a charm bracelet. And then I got this from the Dollar Tree, which is actually a black rubber spider. So these were all in bags, like bags of 6 and 12 for $1.25. Okay, also too, this came from the Dollar Tree. This was also with the Halloween bags. It was just a ball. I put a little screw head, if you can see the screw head in here. Put a little screw head in there, and then just put a chain from a necklace that I had. I had some a necklace that had a lot of different color chains, and so I just took the orange one, put it on that, and then I put a cell phone a cell phone what do you call this? Anyway, that's what I clipped and put on top of that. It's not called a string, a lanyard. I'm trying to think of what it's called. And then I had this. This came off of a belt. I took a belt apart, but I had these extra beads with the candy corns. Just reminded me so much of Halloween. So I just put that on the bottom. Used some more of the orange chain from earlier. And then I put the cell phone loop on top for the charm holder. This is another one, and this came off of an old necklace, and this was one of those, like you can switch these out. They're not called button charms, but you can pop the charm and switch it out and put like maybe this charm on it or a different charm. There were charm bracelets. They had like I'm gonna say, and I'm looking for something else, so that's why you hear me away from you. But they had these charms, and you could switch them out, and you could add different charms. And so that's what these were. And I got a lot of them. I guess they don't do it anymore, maybe, but you could use them for the Halloween party charm making party. Okay, and this again. This was resin. The stickers came from Dollar Tree. I just put those stickers on there, and then I put resin on top. I forgot to put the little phone charm ribbon on that. But anyway, I would have put a red one like that, or a black one. This is another one. This is again one of the button charms that are replaceable or changeable. You can change them out. And I took that necklace again that had all of the chain colors on them, and I just put 3 chain colors together just to get an idea to see how that would look. Okay, this is a skull. It came from the Dollar Tree in a big bag. I think it's a big bag of like 10 or 12 of them. What I did was just put a what you bead earrings with. It's called a stem, earring stem. I just put that through the bottom of it because it already had the hole in it, and then I just poked a hole in the top of it, and then stuck the stem all the way through, put a couple of beads on it, and I put a skull on the bottom. Once again, this came from a necklace or either a charm bracelet, and you have another look. Okay. Then here's another button with a witch, and I just added a chain to it and also another charm off the bracelet. So once again, I would just add one of these to the top of it, and it could actually hook onto a cell phone, or I would gather up 3 or 4 of these like this, and I would take see if I have one right here. I would take one of these lobster clasps and then put it on all 3 of them and just make it a really large backpack. See if I can move these out the way. I would make it a really large backpack charm, and they would just flow from this. Actually, it goes this way, from this actually being on top of it, and then this would hang off of your backpack. So it's a lot you could do with it. You could put it on purses as well as a purse charm. Let's see, I have just a couple more. They had this in purple, green, and orange, and I think there were 9 to a bag. And this is all from the Dollar Tree. These are all in the Halloween favors, party favor section. Here's another one. This one, these are the stickers, shellac, and then this came off of a bracelet. The chain came off of a necklace. And like I said, I would just loop all of these together, put a large lobster clasp on it, and then there you go. You got another backpack charm. So I would just put all 3 of those together, put a lobster clasp on that, and then put that on a backpack or on a purse. So, you know, there's a lot you could do with it. Okay, last but not least, these were also, let's see here. Okay, all of these came from the Dollar Tree. So these are all in the Halloween party favor section. So this is the evil eye, and what I did was I just punched a hole through the bottom and the top, put that stem through that I told you about. It has a little hook on the bottom, so I added just a little skull and bones there, and then I just put 2 beads, what do they call these? Something eye beads. Okay, they don't call it evil eye, they call it something else. Okay, and then this also as well came from the Dollar Tree. This is an eraser, and I just put a, let's see here if I can show you one in my hand, that make it a lot easier. I put one of these little, you twist it in, it's like a twist hoop. It's a screw on the bottom, but it's a hoop on the top, so you can attach a jump ring to it. So I got, I don't know, 1,000 of these from Amazon. Let's see if I can pull the box over here so you can see them. I got these from Amazon in all different colors, and I think it was like $10, $9 or $10 for all of these. So they come in handy when you don't have a hole in whatever you're making. So I just put that inside here, inside the eraser. I do put a little bit of E6000 glue just to make sure it doesn't come out, but if you twist it in tight, you'll feel that it's in really good. So I put that in. This chain again came off the necklace with all the chains, and then I just put my lanyard on the top of it that could hook onto a cell phone. So you got that one, this one as well, and then this again is an eraser. So this was an eraser, or maybe it's a rubber ball. It's either eraser or rubber ball. I got both, erasers and rubber balls. But this is an evil eye. Once again, I just put that little screw hoop in the top. I put a chain on it from a necklace and my lanyard there for the iPhone. You can hook that in, and then once again, like I said, you could take all of them. Let's see, let me see if I can get them all in my hand. You can take all of them, and you can put a, can I move it? You can put a lobster, you can put them on a lobster clasp, like that, and then you can have a really nice thick backpack charm. So okay guys, these were all the ideas that I actually got when I went to the Dollar Tree. I just wanted to share them with you and show you at that next boring Halloween party when everyone is like, okay, what do we do next? You know, break out the old vintage jewelry boxes and start taking some of those decorations you have around the house, the Halloween decorations, and bring those to the table, and then just begin your journey of seeing what you can make and what everyone else can make. It's fun to do this type of crafting with the group. And also it saves the environment because you aren't getting rid of the old jewelry and you aren't throwing away those Halloween party favors after the party. So we're always about saving the planet here and how to create something out of nothing. And this is just another way of actually doing that. So thanks again for your time. If you really enjoy what you're seeing here on this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any comments how I could have made these better or faster or easier, please share those below. Okay guys, have a great day or have a great evening, and I will talk with you soon. Bye.